latest coming in from Paris, where security forces have shut down an area around the Louvre in Paris after reports of a potential attacker being shot by the police. The Interior Ministry has reported a serious security event is underway in the district. Our correspondent Pratyush Dubey on the phone line with more details on that. We understand the entire area around the Louvre has been cordoned off. Pratyush, what more can you tell us at this point?
This is 10:34 in the morning in Paris right now, and this incident happened about an hour and a half ago. So sketchy details coming out right now. The police are very cagey about what they're saying. So the details that we do have is that it was a shopping center which was shut down. It was very close to the famed Louvre Art Gallery. And the incident, as has been reported so far, the information that we have tells us that the entire area has been evacuated since there was a man, he was a suspected attacker. He had a suspicious object in his hand, conflicting reports coming on that. He was also carrying a briefcase when he was asked to stop for frisking by a soldier who was posted there on security duty. He refused to do so. So after which the soldier opened fire, and what we know at this stage is that the person is injured. The threat for this moment has been contained. So this is the information that we have from Paris right now.
All right, but we understand tension continues to prevail there. Pratyush, the potential attacker has been shot by the police, and the Interior Ministry stating that a serious security event is underway there.
It's a developing story, so, more details, and as they come, I'm going to keep informing you. What the other report, the other aspect of this that we are being told of right now is that the suspect is said to have only been injured. Now, this person has been taken, he's been administered first aid, he's been admitted to a hospital. The authorities are saying that that further details will only be revealed once they start questioning him. So far, they're not saying that this was a coordinated attack, so they're not saying that there's need for any panic. The police in Paris itself is, of course, advising people to remain calm. They're saying that people should go about doing the daily business, that the matter is well under control at this stage. But once again, it's a developing story. It has happened just about an hour back, so details are still coming out. The French Interior Ministry, in the meantime, has issued a statement that said that's a serious security event that is underway right now, and once the police and the security agencies, they give the green light, they say that the entire area has been sanitized, it's been checked for any other potential attacker, then we'll have more information on this.
All right, so of course, details are still trickling in on that front, as the Interior Ministry has stated, as Pratyush was also pointing out, a serious security event is underway in the district. The entire area around the Louvre has been cordoned off. Bilal Zaidi, our executive producer, also joining us for more on that. Bilal, over to you.
Yes, of course, we understand that at this point, although the threat has been neutralized, but in the long run, we'll have to really see how the administration, the authorities in Paris are going to deal with this situation. And, of course, for such an occurrence to take place again, we understand at this point that this has taken place at the famous Louvre Museum in Paris. Remember, this is a place which is extremely, crowded. You have a lot of people visiting from all over the world. Paris, as it is seen as one of the cities in the world which gets the largest number of tourists, and Louvre Museum is one of the key parts of that entire tourist circuit. We also understand that right under the pyramid is where the entry is, and in fact, just a little, a few moments from now, we'll get you visuals coming in from, the local television stations in France. We'll give you a sense of, right here, in fact, on your screens, visuals of the Louvre Museum. This is that iconic pyramid, the glass pyramid in Louvre. These visuals are coming in from local TV stations there. The police is gathered outside. People have been evacuated from that location. So as we look at the situation right now, there was one attacker. Apparently, he had a suitcase. He was supposed to be a knife attacker, and without taking any chances, he was neutralized on the ground right there itself. A few gunshots were heard, and that's something that's coming in from international news agencies. So we right now understand that there was one attacker who was carrying a suitcase, who was trying to find his way into the Louvre Museum right under this iconic glass pyramid at the museum itself. And the police got the lead, and they completely came into action almost immediately. And within moments, they were able to neutralize the threat on the ground itself. So as of now, another possible case of terror attack. We really don't know what the identity of this attacker was, whether this is being seen as a terror attack. But what we do understand is that this was a certain threat that for now has been neutralized. And once again, in a city that has seen tumultuous moments of terror and terror attacks over the last couple of years. Started with the Charlie Hebdo moment. Again, there were a series of attacks in the city of Paris. And finally, another threat, it seems, has been neutralized, at least for now.
Absolutely, a city which has been on high alert. Yet again, an incident taking place. In fact, just a quick update for our viewers. These are live visuals that we are getting to you from Paris of security being tightened around the Louvre after a French soldier on guard there opened fire at a suspected attacker. The identity of the attacker is still not known according to the latest reports coming in. The soldier is reported to have been attacked with a knife and his assailant has been seriously injured. Going back across to Bilal, as we have been continuing to get the latest coming in from Bilal, these live visuals also telling us of the gravity of the situation there at the moment. But again, Paris as a city has been on high alert ever since the Charlie Hebdo attack, and the kind of situation which continues to tell us of a city which grapples with terror.
Yes, of course, Molly. First of all, just remember, it's still early morning in the city of Paris. We also understand that this was also the time when a lot of people queue up right outside the Louvre Museum. In fact, on an average, it is believed that at least 100 people turn up at the gates to pick up their tickets or their passes to get inside. There's also this talk around this little small shopping plaza that's right behind the back gate of the Louvre Museum where this attacker was trying to get in from. So there are all these 4 entry points into the Louvre Museum, and of course at this point it seems the visuals very clearly suggest that the police and the entire setup is in place to ensure that if there was if there were any casualties, or for that matter, any, untoward incidents taking place there on the ground, they are able to take full control of the situation. Ambulances, police vans, all of them trying to be there. We're also right now picking up that a French soldier, in fact, has apparently been shot and wounded by this man who was armed with a knife. Now, that's the information that's now coming out. Police on the ground is now saying that, this man was trying to get into the museum through the underground shop that we just mentioned there. So this is the information that's coming out. Finally, been able to put together the little pieces of this story. A French soldier who was right there was apparently shot, and in fact, the French soldier, in fact, let me correct myself once again. French soldier, he's actually shot and wounded this man. So yeah, there were a few initial details. We thought possibly there were some civilian injuries, but right now, of course, we understand that a French soldier has finally shot and wounded this man who was carrying a knife. He was trying to enter the Louvre Museum. Back to you.
Right, Bilal, and the symbolism of the Louvre being attacked, a tourist spot, one of the most prominent tourist spots there in Paris. We'll just come back to you, Bilal. Mandy Clark, a bureau chief in London, also joining us. Mandy, as I was just asking Bilal there as well, the symbolism of the Louvre being attacked, one of the most prominent tourist spots in Paris.
Oh, well, absolutely. And there's not a lot of information that's coming out. All that we do know is that there was a man who was carrying a knife. He was trying to get into the Louvre. It's certainly, as you say, a very, very popular tourist spot with, thousands of people who go every day. He was stopped by the soldier who was guarding it, apparently attacked the soldier, and that's when the soldier fired back and wounded him. They have cleared the area.
All right, so those are the initial details that are trickling in. A French soldier on guard at the Louvre in Paris opened fire at a suspected attacker. Now, the identity of that attacker is still not known. Those are the live visuals that we're getting to you from the Louvre in Paris. The entire area has been cordoned off. High alert sounded in Paris. Back to you, Mandy. Any further details that we are getting in from Paris at this point?
Well, not a lot of details about the specific attack, but of course, France has been in a state of high alert, and there has been emergency security measures, for a long time. Of course, not last November, but the next November before that was the big attack on Paris. Then, of course, in the summer, there was the attack on Nice. So, France has been on a state alert for a long time, and it's very unclear who this attacker was and his motive, but certainly France is taking no chances, and they are going to close down and try and stop any potential terror attacks from happening.
Absolutely, Mandy. Paris is a city which has been grappling with terror. Of course, the Charlie Hebdo shooting, from that point onwards, Paris has been grappling with these incidents. A high alert has been sounded there now after Louvre has been attacked as well. The entire area has been cordoned off. The identity of the attacker is still not known. Those are the live visuals that we're getting to you from Paris. Thank you very much, Mandy, Bilal and Pratyush, for all those details. We'll just take a short break at this point, and much more coming your way on the other side in just a bit. Stay tuned to World is One News.